Back to the grind. Off the way to work. And it's crazy out here, man. Look at all this shit. Look at all this traffic. Look at this shit. Bullshit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all the traffic. Fuck. So I'm still sitting here. Well, I'm still trying to get to work. But I wanted to show you guys my navigation setup. Tell me what you think. This fucking camera. Damn. Anyway, I got the iPad there. Fuck, this camera sucks, asshole. Alright. So I got the iPad, which is hooked up Bluetooth to this thing here. You can look it up online. But that's how I get the GPS signal for the iPad to work. Because I don't have a 3G iPad. So that's the way I do that. So I'm here where the customer's panel is. Several years ago I put this in for him. It's a switch gear for generator. So it says gen and line. So since I put that in for them, they had all their furnaces switched from electric to gas. So what I'm here doing now is getting this hooked up to the generator, and he has another furnace on the other side of the house which also needs to be hooked up. So what I need to do is, I've already ran the wire that goes to the furnace close to us now, and so I gotta get this in here. I did have one spare, so when I installed this, they have one that's not being used, so that's the one I'm going to use to get their heat on for them when the power goes out. So alright, I'll get this cover off and maybe give you another look at it, the inside. So here's the panel with the cover off. And basically how this works is you have the red wires here attached to the breaker. These things come pre-wired with each switch has a red and a black, and it's labeled, they're all labeled A, F, whatever. So what happens is, when line power coming from the power company comes to the breaker, it goes to the red wire through here up into here, and it's basically a pass-through. So what happens is it comes in here and then feeds back out to the black wire, which is then wire nutted to the branch circuit that goes out and then out through your house. So what happens is, if the power does go out, you'll go from line to generator. You'll just hit the switch, and what it does is it kills the connection from line to the circuit in the house. So basically it's a safety measure, because if you're using the generator and all of a sudden the power company's out there and they fix the problem, you won't have power hitting each other, for one. And the other thing is, if you're using power and the power's out, and if you don't have it completely disconnected from the street where it goes out to the power company, you can actually be backfeeding power to the street, and which also means you're putting power on the electrical line that they're out there trying to fix. So That's another safety thing. You could actually kill somebody if you don't have one of these hooked up. Some people they'll just put a wire to the main bus and then plug it into a generator. But they don't understand is when they do that, you're also sending power out and then back to the street. So it's not very safe. You could really kill someone or hurt someone or really kill them. So definitely got to do it the right way. And so this is just a manual switchgear. They have automatic ones too. But if he had a automatic one, the equipment's so much bigger. There's not enough room in this little space, and it's a lot more expensive too. So let me continue what I'm doing here, and maybe I can turn it back on for you later. So I got the wire in the panel. Now I'm going to show you the other furnace he's got, which is right here, this one here. And basically he needs this outlet right here. I know it's dark. He needs that outlet on the disconnect, the switchgear. Yeah, nothing really back there to see. But basically, again, there's the old wire. Oops. Can you see it? That's the old wire for the old electric furnace. And now I just gotta get that on. And let me show you this stuff. So it's coming over here to this sub panel here, and this was the old water heater, which was probably a 30 amp 2-pole 30. I'm looking at the wire, that's what it looks like. So again, they converted the water heater to gas. So now all the water heater needs is this one little 120 volt outlet for the vent fan to come on, which doesn't really draw much at all. So so what I'm going to do is convert this sub panel. Basically I'm just going to use it as a junction box, and actually let me open this up and show you how they wired it, so I can explain to you that it's completely wrong the way that they did it. Give me 1 second. Alright, so I got my phone to get you some light. But so this is the sub panel, and I don't know if you can see that. See how they're using the white wire as a feed and ground to ground? That's completely wrong. Since this is a sub panel, there should be a black, red, white, and bare copper, which is ground, because it needs its own neutral by code and everything. So what I'm going to do, since this is wired completely wrong anyway, I'm going to, and it's not feeding much, it's only feeding a couple 15 amp little breakers, so it's a little bit overkill anyway. So I'm just going to disconnect that, turn that white one back into a neutral, which is the way it should be, and then basically just wire not the white ones together, the bare copper ones together, and the circuits together, the blacks. They'll all be tied together, and I'm just going to use this as the junction box. So I'll show you after it's all said and done. Alright, so I thought I'd show you the other end of that sub panel. I've already snapped the breaker out. See how they got the black and white on there. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to take this white and convert it and put it on the ground bar, and I'm going to change the breaker to a 15 amp single pole, and then that wire will go to the breaker. Alright, so we're back at the sub panel, and I'll show you what I did here. See, so I took the neutral off of the power bar, and put it back on the neutral bar. I took all the grounds out and just wire nutted those together. And then took everything off that one breaker that was on that B phase up there, and I used the tandem breaker that they already had. One of them goes directly to the circuit that's feeding, and then the other one I wire nutted together because there was two of them, and you can't put two wires under one bus bar. So one wire came out, and then wire nutted with the other two wires, and again they just feed that outlet there and the outlet there, and it feeds some minor things. Oh, it feeds that right there. Okay. Yep. So we're good. Doesn't draw a lot, so again, it's just a couple motors. Should be okay, but I'll do an amp reading after everything's turned on. So, alright. Then I thought I'd show you this side. So there's the two, the double pole breaker I took out. Replace it with a single 15, and then just put an empty one here to cover up the gap that was going to be left behind. And you can see it's got the red wire hooked up, which goes out to the transfer switch. Like I said earlier, it actually goes to J. Comes and then it goes from there out. This black wire here goes up, and wire nut together right there. It's wire nutted with the new wire I brought in, and the black wire that goes over to the old sub panel. And I put the white wire that was going to the breaker down here on the bus bar. So yeah, thought I'd just show you guys the customer's car, one of them. Check this thing out. Maserati. Try not to show the license plate yet. Oh, what up? So, doing my daily routine now. I'm going to edit and put it up to you guys. Yeah, sorry yesterday's vlog wasn't that interesting, but here I am. I'm going to put it up for you anyway. I just now got done putting the cards, putting the videos on the computer, so I'm gonna take care of it now. It should be a pretty quick upload. And yeah, hey, I hope you guys liked today's video. I showed you a little bit about what my day persists. Now I should say everything that was in the video today was just to show you what I do during the day. So I don't take any kind of responsibility on any fires or whatever that you guys create trying to do electrical work. So I definitely recommend, if you don't feel comfortable working on electrical, do not do it. Hire a professional. Alright? So anyway, I'm going to call it a night for you guys. I'm still going to stay up and finish the editing and stuff. So hope you see me soon. Later.